Dear child, you hesitated before starting this, didn't you? Your finger hovered for a moment. Part of you wanted to click away, scroll past, save it for later when you felt more ready, more worthy, more sure it was actually for you. But something made you stay. Not guilt, not obligation, something quieter, a pull you couldn't quite name. Dear heart, that pull was intentional. It wasn't random chance that brought you here. It wasn't the algorithm. It wasn't your restless searching, though you've been doing plenty of that. It was me, drawing you, gently, the way I've been drawing you for longer than you realize. And now you're here, reading these words, and somewhere inside you're wondering if this is real. If this message, this moment is actually meant for you. It is. Beloved, I need you to hear that clearly, not as religious platitude, not as generic encouragement meant for everyone and no one. This is for you specifically. You, the one sitting there with that particular ache in your chest, the one who's been waiting for something to shift, but afraid to hope it actually will. I said this would come to you, not in those exact words maybe, not in some dramatic pronouncement you could point to later, but in the quiet, in the moments when you thought you were talking to yourself. I was listening, and I was responding. You've been asking for clarity, for direction, for some kind of sign that you're not forgotten, that your prayers aren't just echoing into empty space. And here it is. Not in the form you expected, not with the fanfare you imagined, but present, real, meant for this exact moment in your exact life. My child, I know you're tired of waiting, tired of hoping for things that seem to take forever, tired of feeling like you're always one step behind where you're supposed to be. You've been measuring yourself against timelines that aren't yours, against milestones other people reached that you think you should have too. And the weight of that comparison has been crushing you slowly, making you doubt not just your progress but your worth. You wonder if you've missed something, if you took a wrong turn somewhere and now you're paying for it with delay after delay. But precious one, delay is not denial. What you've been waiting for, the breakthrough, the healing, the open door, the answered prayer, it's not absent, it's forming. And formation takes time. Not because I'm slow, but because what I'm preparing for you requires a foundation you don't even know you're building. You've been so focused on the destination that you've missed the work happening inside you. The patience you're developing, the resilience you're growing, the faith that's being refined in the fire of waiting. None of that is wasted time. None of that is punishment. All of it is preparation. Beloved family, if these messages have ever brought peace to your heart in a difficult moment, then you are already part of this mission. And if you feel led to support it, you'll find the link in the description and comment box. Thank you for walking this journey of faith with us. Dear heart, I said this would come to you, and it is coming. Some of it is already here, hidden in plain sight, waiting for you to recognize it. You've been looking for the dramatic, the undeniable, the kind of breakthrough that makes a good testimony. But transformation doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it shows up in the small shift in how you respond to disappointment, in the new boundary you finally set, in the old pattern you walked away from. That's not nothing. That's everything. Beloved, what I'm asking you to do now in this moment is simple. Open it. Not with your hands, with your heart, with your willingness to believe that good things can still happen to you. I know that's hard. You've been disappointed before. You've hoped before and been let down. You've believed before and felt foolish for it. So you've learned to protect yourself, to lower your expectations, to brace for the worst so it doesn't catch you off guard. But that armor, that cynicism, that refusal to hope, it's not protecting you, it's preventing you. Preventing you from receiving what's being offered. Preventing you from noticing the good that's already present. Preventing you from stepping fully into what's unfolding. Precious one, faith isn't certainty. It's not knowing for sure that everything will work out exactly as you want. Faith is choosing to stay open even when you're scared. Choosing to believe that something good is possible, even when the evidence feels thin. It's saying, I don't know how this will go, but I'm willing to receive it anyway. And that's what I'm inviting you to do now. To receive, not to earn, not to strive for, not to prove you're worthy of, just to receive. Dear child, you've spent so much of your life trying to earn things. Trying to earn love by being useful. Trying to earn peace by being perfect. Trying to earn your place by never being too much trouble. And it's exhausted you. Because that's not how any of this works. What I have for you isn't a transaction. It's a gift. And gifts aren't earned. They're given freely, without conditions, without fine print. But you have to be willing to open your hands and take them. And right now your hands are clenched. Not out of defiance, out of fear. Fear that if you open them, if you dare to hope, you'll be disappointed again. Fear that what's being offered isn't really for you. Fear that you'll reach for it and find nothing there. But dear heart, what if that's not what happens? What if you reach and find exactly what you need, not everything you want? Maybe, not the picture-perfect version you've been imagining, but something real, something solid, something that fits the shape of who you actually are, not who you think you should be. You won't know until you're willing to receive it. Beloved, receiving is an act of faith. It's an act of trust. It's choosing to believe that the one offering has your best interest at heart. And I do. I'm not offering you what will make you comfortable. I'm offering you what will make you whole. And those aren't always the same thing. Wholeness requires honesty. It requires facing things you've been avoiding. It requires letting go of things you've been clinging to. But on the other side of that, the honesty, the releasing, the uncomfortable growth, there's freedom. The kind of freedom that doesn't depend on circumstances. The kind of peace that isn't shaken when life gets hard. The kind of confidence that comes from knowing who you are and whose you are. That's what I'm offering. Not a quick fix, not an escape from difficulty, but a way through that doesn't require you to lose yourself in the process. My child, you've been praying for change, for breakthrough, for something, anything to shift in your life. And I've heard every word, every whispered plea, every silent scream, every desperate please, I can't do this anymore. I've heard it all, and I'm answering. Not always in the way you expect, not always in the timing you prefer, but I'm answering. Some prayers are answered with yes, some with wait, some with something better. And what I have for you right now is something better than what you've been asking for. You've been asking for relief. I'm offering transformation. You've been asking for an easier path. I'm offering a stronger you. You've been asking for circumstances to change. I'm offering you the kind of depth that doesn't need perfect circumstances to experience peace. That's the gift. And it's here. Present. Available. But you have to open it. Dear heart, opening doesn't mean you have to understand everything. It doesn't mean you have to have perfect faith. It doesn't mean you can't have doubts or questions. Opening just means you're willing. Willing to see what happens. Willing to take the next step even when the path isn't clear. Willing to believe that maybe, just maybe, this time will be different. And it will be. Not because circumstances are magically easier, but because you're different. You're wiser now than you were a year ago. Stronger than you were 6 months ago. More grounded than you were even last week. And the person you're becoming, through all the waiting, all the disappointment, all the hard-won lessons, that person is ready for this. Beloved, I know you feel unprepared, like you're not ready for whatever's next. Like you need more time, more clarity, more certainty, before you can step forward. But readiness isn't a feeling, it's a choice. And you're more ready than you think you are. You've been building toward this without even realizing it. Every hard conversation you've had, every boundary you've set, Every time you chose honesty over people-pleasing. Every moment you stayed true to yourself when it would have been easier to compromise. All of that was preparation. And now, the thing you've been preparing for, it's here. Not in full form yet, maybe. Not with all the details clear. But the beginning of it. The first stirrings. The initial movement of something that's been dormant starting to wake up. You feel it, don't you? That subtle shift. That quiet sense that something is different now. That's not your imagination. That's me. Moving. Working. Aligning things behind the scenes in ways you won't see until you look back months from now and realize, oh, that's when it started. My child, this message, these words you're reading right now, they're part of it. Part of the answer. Part of the shift. Part of what I said would come to you. Not all of it, but a piece. A piece that says you're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You're not stuck forever in the place you've been. Things are moving. Not always visibly. Not always at the pace you want. But consistently. Steadily. In the direction of something good. And what I need from you is not perfection. Not flawless faith. Not some heroic level of trust. Just openness. Just a willingness to say, okay, I don't fully understand this, but I'm willing to receive it. That's enough. That small willingness, that tiny crack in the armor, that's all I need to work with. Dear heart, what I'm offering you isn't a guarantee that life will suddenly become easy. I won't lie to you. There are still hard days ahead, still challenges to face. Still moments when you'll doubt and question and wonder if any of this is real. But what I'm offering is companionship through it. The assurance that you're not walking alone. That when things get hard, and they will, you have someone walking with you who knows the way. Someone who's been preparing you for exactly this. Someone who sees the bigger picture, even when all you can see is the next step. That's what faith is. Not having all the answers, not seeing the whole path, but trusting the guide. And I am a good guide. I don't lead you into danger without equipping you for it. I don't ask more of you than you can handle without also providing what you need to handle it. And I don't make promises. I don't intend to keep, beloved. I said this would come to you, and it has. And it will continue to. In ways you expect and ways you don't. In moments of clarity and moments of mystery. In the obvious and the subtle, but always, always moving you toward wholeness, toward freedom, toward the fullest expression of who you were made to be. That's my promise. Not that everything will be easy, but that everything will be meaningful, that nothing you go through will be wasted, that every hard season will contribute to your depth, your wisdom, your capacity to love and be loved. Precious one, the question now isn't whether this is for you. It is the question is, will you receive it? Will you let go of the cynicism just long enough to consider that maybe, just maybe, something good is actually happening here? Will you soften the grip on control and let me lead even when you can't see where we're going? Will you open your hands, your heart, your life, and receive what I'm offering? You don't have to do it perfectly. You don't have to do it fearlessly. You just have to do it. One small yes, one small step, one small opening. That's all it takes, my child. I'm not asking for grand gestures. I'm not asking for dramatic declarations. I'm just asking for willingness. The willingness to believe that you are loved. The willingness to trust that I haven't forgotten you. The willingness to hope that good things can still come to you. That's faith. Simple. Quiet, unimpressive to the outside world, but powerful beyond measure. Because when you open yourself even just a little to the possibility that I'm still working, still moving, still present in your life, everything changes. Not all at once, but gradually, steadily, in ways you'll look back on and marvel at. So here's what I'm asking you to do right now in this moment. Stop bracing for disappointment. Stop protecting yourself from hope. Stop telling yourself that this probably isn't real. and just receive. Receive these words as the gift they are. Receive this moment as the sacred pause it is. Receive the stirring in your heart as the invitation it is. And say yes, not to some vague future promise, but to what's here, what's present, what's available right now. Say yes to healing that doesn't happen overnight, but is happening nonetheless. Say yes to clarity that comes in pieces, not all at once. Say yes to companionship through the uncertainty. Say yes to me, dear heart. You've been waiting for permission, for a sign, for some undeniable proof that it's safe to hope again. This is it. Not flashy, not dramatic, just real, just true. Just me speaking to you in the quietest, most personal way, saying, I see you, I know you, I haven't forgotten you, and what I have for you, it's good, it's real, it's yours. All you have to do is open your hands and receive it. So will you? Will you set down the skepticism, the fear, the self-protection, just for a moment, and receive what's being offered? I think you will. Because something in you has already begun to soften. Something in you is already opening. And that, beloved, is faith. Small, fragile, but present. And it's enough. More than enough. To start. To step. To receive. Welcome to what's next. It's been waiting for you. Amen. Beloved family, we may not always have the words to fully express it, but we deeply honor those who have supported this mission. Your generosity carries purpose. May God remember your kindness and bless you in His perfect way.